Sup, my dudes? We got Cal City MX made by the C4 detonator. So this was actually posted like last year at some point. I think it was posted like October or something like that. So yeah, I just wanted to come back to this. I mean, you guys know how it is. Pretty much any C4 detonator track's probably worth checking out on Reflex. I mean, let's be honest right now, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably worth checking out. So I was just going to come look at it real quick, give a couple little opinions on it, and then, yeah, man. So here we go. Looked like a bit of a more standardy, you know, not like super tough block official motocross track, more like a just more organic-y style. Oh, God. Yeah, all right. Well, that's a little bit of a local vibe hook right there, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, jump right here. Whoa, Betsy. Damn, you can probably double that to the inside. I'm already seeing it, dog. I'm already seeing it. Got some laser vision, dude. Already see that double. You can, like, do a crossover huge-ass double. Isn't it crazy how when you start, like, getting into motocross stuff, you just all the little... Oh, good one, Spence. Need a damn stop sign on that jump, bud. Isn't it just crazy all the little things you learn? Like when you start getting into motocross and how jumps work and corners. Now you can, like, you know, how you can cut corners around and shave time off, and how like the typical of how certain jumps will end up being, and all the different kinds of jumps and different kinds of ruts and traction. And there's just so many different aspects to what motocross is and can be, and it's just crazy to me, dude. Like, just thinking back to when I wasn't really into it and like how much I've learned about it over time is just unreal, dude. There's just so many little things to it that to the naked eye and the average beginner dude, they just wouldn't really get it, you know? They wouldn't understand it at all. I mean, even to the whipping and the scrubbing and the... I mean, it's just crazy, man. There's just so many little aspects to it. Damn, this track's got a lot of fucking... like, jump a jump, and you better be turning, like, as much as you possibly can, or you're going to go off the track, dude. It's got a bunch of little sections like that. Okay, so this comes back around. A little bit of roughness on the track. I mean, you can see it right here. Kind of got some smaller, choppy style roughness to it. So is this the start, back to the start straight? I think so. So, yeah, pretty wide open, wide motocross track. You know what I'm saying? Kind of got a little bit of a different vibe than some of the things I've seen from C4 Detonator before, which is cool. So this, damn, dog. I almost need like a little bit of a different gearing for this right here. Typically, you can just about get away with, there's that double. Oh, yeah. That's hittable. I feel like I'm on like a damn, like Polo track or something. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe right now, but that is certainly what it feels like. But typically on Reflex with the custom tracks, you can get away with jumping just about anything on any track with a standard... I knew I was going to fucking do that again. You can get away with just about jumping any jump with a pretty standard, like, supercrossy gearing. You know what I mean? Typically you can do that, but every once in a blue moon, you have to have a little bit more towards the top speed to really... Whoa! A little bit more of the top speed to really... be able to carry all that momentum around and jump certain things, especially on your, like, more kind of silly, crazy, you know, huge jump reflex, like almost like you're on a roller coaster. You guys know those kind of tracks where they're just like those insane, like, crazy jump, and you're like going through this whole little, almost like a little damn, I don't know how to explain it, like a little amusement park type track or something. I mean, it's just crazy the way they build some of those, like, really fantasy huge jump tracks in the game. You got to have... Typically, for those, you got to have quite a bit, you know, longer gears in that sense, so you're able to get to more of a top speed. But most of the time, you don't really need that. That goes with pretty much any motocross game out there, even like MX Simulator. Most of those tracks, it ain't like you have to have a certain gearing, you know what I mean? Even if you did max acceleration on MX Simulator, when you're on a 450, that is, right? If you're on a 125, then yeah. But if you're on that RM 125, it don't matter anyways, dog. You got 35,000 gears, but like even most of the motocross tracks on MX Sim, you can still jump everything with, damn, that is a huck double and a half, boy. You know, you can jump everything even with max acceleration gearing, there's a couple of tracks that get like quite a bit more of that, you know, longer distance flat. See, it's all in how smooth the track is how it's going to affect if you need that more top speed, because typically most motocross tracks are rough enough to where it's going to keep your speed down anyways, right? So you don't even really need, most of the time you don't even really need that super top speed style gearing. I even got on my brakes right there and still didn't stop. That is such a weird jump that he did right there, like switching back around like that. But yeah, it's just certain occasions having a little bit more like in the middle gearing and not like towards the more acceleration style gearing at all is going to just make it a little bit more linear power, a little bit more smoother coming around super rough, long corners and stuff like that. But typically, it's not like you really need more mile per hour top speed to hit most stuff. There Reflex goes again with that laggy ass. Damn near killed my computer there, but okay. So yeah, quite a bit of roughness on this actually. At first, I thought it really wasn't as much, but now that I'm getting in here, it's got a little bit, dog. I mean, you got to be careful on it's enough to get you out of shape. There ain't no doubt about it. So this is that double where you got to see that one's not nowhere near as bad of a having to, you know, really slam on your brakes and turn right after a jump as that other. That other one is a damn, you know, a meme and a half. Like that is a troll jump and a half. You know what I'm saying? Like, god dang. So this track's kind of crazy how it, you know, not really any tough blocks. You find yourself a couple times kind of getting off the track without even realizing that you are. But he does have a little bit of a different dirt decal look to the on track and then the off track. Cool sunset vibe though, kind of that, you know, deserty, mesa, whatever you want to call it, type thing off there in the distance. Dude skis, that is oofta. I don't even really know if you're meant to hit that, are you? Surely to goodness, you're meant to hit that. It's pretty tricky coming around this damn corner right here. Maybe you could jump to that? I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of little roughness, some small jumps, some halfway bigger jumps. So, yeah, I don't know if this is a replica track or not. It certainly could be, so. Alright, let's see if we can not die right here. That may be why he had to build it like that, because typically on a standard, just like not a replica track, most people wouldn't make a jump that's that much of a troll right there, but sometimes that's just the way it is in a replica, you know, a real life track, and if you're trying to replicate it, then you got to do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes that's the case. I'm not really sure, but I really do love that sunset skybox over there, and then the desert environment. I've made a couple kind of like this on MX Sim, but I would like to make some more with that sort of biome theme to it at some point, so I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, dude, just back on here, a little reflex action. Nothing wrong with that. Cool to see the C4 detonator still putting in work, putting them in the dirt on some tracks, so yeah, man. But this one, I mean, is it my favorite C4 detonator track? Hell no. Definitely not. I would say this is maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's cool. Obviously got roughness skill, got a bunch of cool little corners, cool inside rut right there. You know, couple of bigger cool hucks and stuff, but overall, just in general, this is more like your fun factors coming more from controlling the bike over roughness at a super high speed and like hitting inside ruts more so than it is a jump factor, fun factor track. You know, it's not like a lot of huge jumps. That's probably why I wasn't able to hit that, because I was hitting that little mid rut right there. All right, let's see what we can do. Hell yeah. Yeah, you can jump that. That's badass, dude. Did I just do a damn turnip whip right there? I think I did. This mother trucker. Woo! Them two jumps right there are fucking awesome. I love jumps like that, where every lap it's like, oh god, you better have the balls. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta send it, dude. Ain't no other way to say it, you know? That's one of the funnest aspects to motocross, in my opinion, is sending it over jumps. That to me is the ultimate. But trying to hold the gas down on this, holy shit. And there's so much roughness going. There's ruts and roughness going all the way around that corner. Damn, dude. That is a monster-ass jump. That is so cool. That is like 10 out of 10 difficulty, I would say, on Reflex as far as jumps-wise, being able to double through that. But overall, I'm going to give this track like a I'm going to give this thing like maybe a, I don't know, maybe like a 7 overall. I mean, it's cool. It's a fully completed track, but it's not just like, oh my god, just impressing the crap out of me, I guess you could say. The rest of the track is somewhat lackluster, but like I said, it could be a replica track, so that could be the reason why, you know, certain jumps feel way better than other jumps, like difficulty-wise, but it's not a bad track at all. You know, anytime I give a rating of on a track like a 6 or a 7 or whatever, that's still above average. You know what I'm saying? Like 7's 2 point above average. And I over the years, especially at the beginning, I was way overrating a lot of my tracks, just in the rating sense of it, just because I didn't really know a whole lot about it. But now over time, after doing 200 plus track reviews, you start to become a little bit more strict with your ratings and things like that, and that's just the natural progression of how reviewing stuff goes. But so basically, let me explain to you like this. Had I reviewed this track like a year or two ago, or like 2 years ago, I probably would have gave it like an 8, right? Or a 9. But since I know like more full scale of tracks and stuff like that, I would give this more like a 7. So it's just all in. And then some of those tracks I'd given like a, you know, a 9 or an 8 back in the day. Some of those were probably more like 7s, you know. But it's just, I don't know, it's hard when you get in that realm where track's not like just totally super amazing, but it's not terrible. You know, it's very hard to kind of put it in a certain category and realm, because then it just comes down to personal preference, what you like, how things are, you know, different stuff like that. I mean, that is awesome and a half right there, though, dude. That jump, very, very cool. So either way, yeah, 7 overall. I'm going to say difficulty, you're probably looking at hard on this puppy. I wouldn't go as far as to say Pastrana. I mean, that particular jump right there is definitely Pastrana difficulty, but not the whole track. Even though there is a lot of roughness and a lot of, like, few inside ruts and stuff, a couple of jumps are a little more difficult. It's not Pastrana difficulty overall. You know what I'm saying? I would just say it's hard difficulty overall. So either way, dudes, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later.